Why did they close this place down? I guess that was about...
Cargill wanted it closed down to make everybody haul the grain
to where they wanted it.
up on the lake.
Okay.
They kind of run it down, and then to top it off, they took the rails out for the siding here.
Yeah.
Because we loaded 100-car trains here.
Yeah.
You know.
And without a train, I mean, it doesn't do any...
And they took the rails out and took the other elevators because they didn't want nobody else buying it and running it. So they pretty much... And there were seven different people owned this till Cargill. I mean, and New York Central Elevator is the one that built it to start with because they owned the tracks. New York Central Railroad, I mean.
What were these rails right here for?
There was a dust house, a wooden dust house out here.
Mm-hmm.
And they clipped and cleaned oats here. And they bagged what the dust and that.
Okay.
And they had a boxcar to come in here, and there was a walkway there to load. It was all in bags, big 100-pound bags, and they walked them dust.
Okay.
They reused it, and it went to a feed company is what it went to.
So tell us again.
What did you do when you worked here?
I mostly loaded cars because they load them 100-car trains, and usually on the weekends, and we load 50 a day on Saturday, and then at night the local would 50's all you could put in this siding on the north side.
Okay.
And when we got them loaded, they were here on the south side.
Okay.
They had a track mobile, and it would pull 4 or 5 cars, and
load them up,
and shove them out there. And then at night they'd switch the empty ones back in here. Usually on Sunday, and we load the other, because they only give you 2 or 3 days to load that 100-car train without charging the demurrage.
Sure.
So
how many bushel would each car hold?
3,500.
Wow.
3,500 bushels in a car.
Usually was close to 100. And they got good, they mostly went to Pennsylvania to chicken farms.
Okay.
Yeah, they wanted hybrid quality corn.
Okay.
And we mostly shipped them there. That's when Central Soy owned it. And I'm going to tell you another thing. You heard of Bergen Stratton Motors?
Yeah.
Well, old man Stratton owned this for years.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
that's going back a ways.
Carlock owned it. PV outfit called PV owned it. Central Soy. I'm sure that was 1919
when they built that.
The big one, the tall one.
And them silos there, see they're bigger around.
Yeah.
That was 47.
Okay.
Because my grandpa had like a boarding house out here, and them guys, they poured them 24 hours a day.
Okay.
And it only took about a couple weeks is all, and it was done.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They never stopped. They made the cement right here.
Yeah.
And they had forms about every couple hours. They slipped them forms up as soon as it got hard.
Okay.
All the way to the top, and and he thought they'd be here for a couple months, you know, but 2 weeks he said about, and it was done.
Wow.
Yeah. And that room here where the big hole was in the floor.
Yeah. Yeah, what happened there?
Well, they was making that crack cocaine and it blew up the building. That was the break room.
Okay. Was there washrooms in there? Because it looks like there were showers and maybe a toilet or two. Okay.
That big hole in the floor, though. I was out there combining 10 o'clock at night, and I'd see cars coming there all the time, and they say 5 minutes and leave.
Yeah.
But that's how that big hole got in that floor.
Wow.
And that building ended up out in the road. The roof.
Wow. You said you loaded the train cars.
Yeah.
Were you working the scale and everything like that? Because there's scales up there, aren't there?
There's 3.
Big bins.
There's 2,500 a piece them hold.
Okay.
And when we was loading a train, that spout, he was always, if we was loading out of one, he was filling the other and weighing them. So it was non-stop.
Get done with one, go to the other.
There were 3 of them.
Okay.
If you got one full, he went to the third one. You know, they all had scales on them. And it was all weighed before it come out of there.
Okay.
Upstairs. One guy did that.
Okay.
There was about
So then you were pretty much opening and closing the valves and moving the car?
I was on the ground. What I did is take the hook off the car. There's a big winch out there with a cable. And every 3 cars, you had the cable drug back out there by itself, but I had to hook it on the cars. And then they're sealed on the bottom, middle, so nobody tampers with them. I put the seals on. But I had a easy job.
Well,
I had to walk a lot though. But that's all I ever done with load cars here. But
what years did you work here?
Right to the end, whenever that was. I don't know, maybe 89 or something like that. I don't know, 90s. I don't remember a lot of stuff.